Good morning, third graders. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Today we are going to be continuing our unit on functional texts, but the texts we're looking at aren't calendars and they aren't directions. Well, they're kind of directions. They're directions to help us make yummy treats in the kitchen. Do you know what we call functional texts that help us to cook things? We call them recipes. We'll be looking at a few recipes today. Like one of the recipes to make one of my favorite comfy drinks, tea with milk. So hang on and we'll get started right away reading some recipes. What you will need for today is a pencil and your journal because I'll have some comprehension questions at the end that I really hope that I get from you via text, okay? Here we go. Let's start cooking. Alrighty, third graders, before we left school, we started reading the book, Morning Meals Around the World. That told us all about the different breakfasts people ate depending on where they were from in the world. And in the back of the book, there were some recipes like this one. You can make Mexican breakfast quesadillas. So if you take a look at this functional text, it tells you what you'll need. That's a list of ingredients, and then it tells you what to do. So let's zoom in on what we'll need. This makes 2 servings. That means it feeds 2 people. You will need 2 flour tortillas, 1 onion, 1 jalapeno pepper. That's optional. I wonder if it's optional because some people don't like spicy food, like me. It's half a cup of shredded cheddar cheese, 2 thin slices of ham, 1 cup sour cream, and 1 cup salsa. Now it says what you'll do. You guys, do you notice that it is 1, 2, 3? It's numbered. Why do you think an author of a recipe would number their steps? If there's somebody near you, turn and tell them why you think these steps are numbered. If there's no one near you, that's okay. Just whisper it into your hand. So I think that steps are probably numbered because it matters what order you do things in. If you did the last step first, I don't know if your recipe would turn out very tasty. So let's check and see. Step 1 says place 1 tortilla on a microwave-safe plate. Step 2, cut the onion into small pieces. Step 3, cut the jalapeno pepper, if using, into small pieces. Step 4, place the shredded cheese, the slices of ham, and pieces of onion and jalapeno pepper, if using, on the tortilla. Now, third graders, if I were making this, I would leave off the ham because you guys know I don't eat pork. The 5th step says cover with another tortilla. 6, microwave on medium heat until the cheese has melted. Step 7 says, if you like, use any leftover ingredients to decorate your quesadilla. Cut the quesadilla into wedges and serve with sour cream. And then we can see that they have decorated their quesadilla very cute. And it says, make sure you have an adult to help you, definitely, especially cutting that onion. So, third graders, let's talk about steps. What would happen if we microwaved, we did step 6 before anything else? Microwave on medium heat until the cheese has melted. If I just started the microwave without doing steps 1 through 5 first, there would be nothing in the microwave to melt. You have to do the steps in the order. Otherwise, you'll end up with a mess. Maybe you can make some Mexican breakfast quesadillas at home with or without the ham and jalapeno. All right, third graders, here's the other recipe that we're reading about today. You can make tea with milk, one of my favorite breakfasts. So it says you can make tea with milk. What you need, again, those are the ingredients: water, a tea bag, milk. What to do: boil the water. You can boil it in a pan or on a stove, or you can place the water in a mug and boil it in a microwave. Step 2, place the tea bag in the mug of hot water. Let the tea bag steep in the water for 1 to 2 minutes, then remove the tea bag. When you put tea in hot water, it steeps. What that means is all the good leaves inside mixes in with the water to turn the water into tea. 3, pour a little milk in your tea to make it creamy. Step 4, when your tea has cooled, you can try this Russian morning treat. And here it says, make sure you have an adult to help you. All right, third graders, why don't you come meet me in the kitchen and we'll try out this recipe together. Okay, third graders, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to follow this recipe to make some tea with milk. So I've got all of the ingredients. It says that we'll need water, a tea bag, which I've got. I got my favorite kind, Irish breakfast, and some milk. I've got that, and I'm just waiting for the water to boil. Instead of putting it in a pot, I chose to put it in a kettle since I had one. It's all boiled. So the first direction says, boil the water. You can boil it in a pan, on a stove, or you can place it in the water. You can place the water in a mug. I've already got it here. Step 2 says, place the tea bag in the mug of hot water. So I'm gonna pour my hot water into my mug. Nice and hot and steamy. And then it says, place the tea bag in the mug of hot water and let the tea steep in the water for 1 to 2 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this tea bag and put it in here, in this hot mug, and let it steep, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, third graders, it's been 2 minutes, and you can see that maybe you can see that my tea is still hot and steamy, and it's hard to tell in the red mug, but it's also started to change color. The next recipe direction says, pour a little milk in your tea to make it creamy. So we'll go ahead and do that. I got some milk right here. I'm gonna give it a little pour. Just a little bit. And you know, the directions do not say to do this, but I think we can figure out that we need to stir that a little bit. And now we've got a creamy cup of tea. See how it changed colors? The last direction says, when your tea is cooled, you can try this Russian morning treat. So as soon as this tea cools, I will be giving it a sip, and I'll let you know if it's good. The last thing I wanted to let you know that I did is I went ahead on our functional text chart and I added recipes. Now I've got some independent work for you to try on your own at home. Alrighty, third graders, I hope you enjoyed making this yummy Russian morning treat with me. I'm gonna go drink it now. But what I need you to do is some independent reading practice. You are gonna work with a family member today to talk about one of your favorite recipes. Now, if no family member is available to talk with you, that's okay. You can go to this website, www.highlightskids.com/activities. Feel free to pause the video while you search. To look up a recipe, you'll see a lot of different kinds of recipes on that website that can help you with today's assignment. Then you're going to answer these questions. What is the name of the recipe? What are the ingredients you need to make this recipe? And then lastly, do you think it would be important to follow the numbered directions step by step? Why or why not? Nice job, third grade. When you get done with all your independent practice about a recipe of your choice, please text me a picture or email your teacher if it's not me. All right, third grade, take care. Talk soon.